Hello, folks. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And look, look who's with me. I have Sheila, Celtic Tarot Sheila, back on the channel again. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome, honey. Everybody needs a pet Gemini.
Yes,
Why not?
absolutely. Yeah. Geminis are some of my favorite people, honestly. That's I can name
Well,
several good friends that are Geminis.
thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not a Trump Gemini. Oh,
No,
hang on just
no.
a second. I turn. Okay, it's gone.
So welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here. We're on my channel, but Sheila is also simulcasting this on her channel.
Yes.
So if you're on Sheila's channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending part of your day/evening with us. So glad you're here. So glad to have your support and all that good stuff. So I have all of Sheila's contact info in the description of the video. So please make sure that you go over. And if you have not subscribed to Sheila's channel, you really need to. You know, honestly, you really. I'll hunt you down if you don't. Okay, I'm just saying, just putting it out there.
I now have an army. I have warriors.
Yes, absolutely. So
Woo!
yeah, it's it's a lovely community that we have, and we really genuinely enjoy seeing each other succeed.
Yes,
And
absolutely. We
yeah,
walk shoulder to shoulder in this whole thing. Nobody's above, nobody's
no,
below. And Marina is a lot like me. Do not come onto my channel and talk crap about another reader. I will block you. That is a instant go
yes,
to block from my channel. I just have zero tolerance for that because
yes,
our community is important and every reader out there is doing something positive for someone. And so
yes.
that's why I just like, nope, that's not going to happen. Mm-mm.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And that is, yeah, I think we both tend to run a fairly tight ship when we're doing shows.
Yeah.
And everyone kind of, if you've tuned in to either of our channels more than once, you know where that line is.
Yeah.
And you don't cross it. Don't cross it. We love you to bits,
Yeah, we're
but
not trying to threaten you. We're just explaining if you all of a sudden can't see us anymore and you may think back, oh, I may have said something wrong.
absolutely.
That's my ultimate. Anything else, I'll either like delete your thing and just give you another chance and say, maybe that was just a little off kilter. I love going after maggots. Then maggots will show up on my channel and I'll argue with them for a minute and then bloop,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah, I especially like the people who make the comment about you don't know what you're talking about. You're a witch.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
if I'm a witch, you have no idea what my power is.
exactly.
Did you
I'm
really
like,
seriously just say that?
are you just pissing off a witch for no reason today? Was that on your bingo card?
Yes, totally. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And every once in a while, it's nice to get into a discussion with them because they're so easily baited.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I don't honestly believe, and this is something that I've acknowledged a lot, is I don't think that we're fighting with each other anymore, to be honest. I think we're fighting bots.
Yes.
Because I have a TikTok account, right? And I'll post up
Yeah.
them. They have me so suppressed. Don't go over there. It's miserable. But anyways, I mean,
Yeah.
TikTok is not, but my channel. I mean, they really
Yes.
don't want any of my stuff to get out. But when every once in a while, when one does accidentally catch, I've timed it. Every like 7 to 8 minutes, I will get the exact same comment just from another account.
Yes.
And I'm like, these are all bots.
Yes.
The all bots. That's not because a bot doesn't read all the other comments. A human
No.
reads all the other comments and won't comment again. They'll at least try to get clever.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think we're really truly fighting with each other.
No, I think more, it feels to me like more and more people are coming around. More and more people are realizing that what we've been saying all along is happening.
Yeah.
We've been talking about this,
Yes.
you know, and I remember right after the election in November, and I can't remember if it was on my channel or somebody else's channel, but anyway, there was a group of us, and I said, don't be too comfortable with the idea that if things don't go well, we have the midterms,
Right.
because I'm not sure that you're going to have the ability to vote in the midterms. I
Right.
don't think. And people kind of like questioned, and well, what do you mean? What do you mean? And I had said even then, look, I can see this administration saying, yes, you know what? We discovered that there was something with the voting, something was going on. So, in order to ensure that we have fair elections from here on in, the only way that we can do it is we have to put a kibosh, we put everything on hold, let us investigate, and then we'll release all that information. But for the time being, for everyone's, good and blah, 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 we're going to suspend elections. And I didn't feel good saying it then. I don't feel good saying it now, but
Well,
it
let's
just
read on it now and see what the
it
energy.
just feels, yes.
Because no matter what he thinks, each state can run their own thing. So each state can literally, because all of the representatives are in state, so he can't stop none of that. Now, general election, possibly, but they all know that they cannot stop any election within a state.
Yeah.
So unless the red states want to not participate, then fine, don't. But all the blue states are going to have their elections.
Yes.
All the blue states are going to send their new electives.
Yes. Yeah. I think that they realize that their days are numbered. They realize that it is going to be a very, very long time before a Republican is going to be allowed to anywhere near the White House.
Yeah, and the Republicans swear up and down that the Democrats are done. They're done. Like, not necessarily.
No. Yeah.
It's like, no, we're not.
But yes, absolutely.
And the no kings protest tells you right then and there that we are not giving up.
Exactly. There
goes, 7 million. That's only 2%. And I put that little pie chart, right?
Yes.
Math is not their thing. We're only talking 157 or 150, 174 registered voters is the 3.5% that we need, but whatever. They don't get it. So anyways, I put a pie chart up and I said 77 million voted for Trump, and then I put the pie chart, everybody else didn't.
Exactly.
If you want to go that way, 300 and something, million people in there, you guys are minorities.
Yes.
Anyways, let's do a little reading.
Absolutely.
Hi, Sharon Sipe.
Well, hello, Sharon.
I love all of my moderators, but I just think that Sharon Sipe, she's like on it. Sharon she really, really goes and grabs all the information and posts. I really appreciate her.
Yeah, she's like a super moderator. My vision of Sharon Sipe is there's this lovely woman who likes to drink tea, and she is sitting behind a desk, and she has all these monitors that are up, and it's like magic. She can point. Yeah, that will work. That won't. Put this one out. Do this. Do it like. Yes.
She's good. Yeah. Who knows? It's probably Sharon, we need your address so we can just send you a gift. Email me.
Please.
I would love to send you an appreciation gift.
Absolutely. Sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay. I'm going to be using the governance oracle from Trish James. And let's see what we get. You got some cards out? You put them out.
I do. Well, I'm switching decks. You know how you just grab a deck?
Yes.
Not,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying. It sounds awful when I say deck. But anyways, and it's like this is not the right one. So I grabbed this one, and this is one of my ones I found.
Oh,
This is really good. These are really good. I really like them.
oh, lovely.
You know, I love all tarot with words on them. Just
Yeah.
my style. I love it. I love it.
Yes. Yes. And I will say hello to all of you. Right now, there's 418 of you in here. So
Oh,
418 hugs going out to all of you, and especially those of you who are here from the Netherlands, I think I saw Denmark or Sweden. So welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. And everyone else, love knowing you're here.
yes, yes.
Okay. Ah, so what have we got going on? They are trying very, very hard to turn this into a communist country. Don't ask questions, just do what you're told. Okay, we know what's best for you. We'll take care of everything. Ultimately, what that's going to do is people are paying attention. People are starting to look for that peace treaty. They're starting to recognize that the things that they're hearing, the things that are being told to them, um, are not always factual. So, right now, a lot of people are looking for that trusted advisor. And that trusted advisor very often is going to be your gut. Listen to your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't sit right, it's not right. Observe it, just don't absorb it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Use your
Ah, hello,
intuition.
hello.
Hi,
Yes,
as I say, hi, Jackie. She's here. I always forget. Jackie, my girl,
yes,
she'll always text me when you're going live, and I totally forget. I don't know why. I love her. There's nothing,
yes.
but she's here, and I just wanted to throw her out.
Thank
Some
you.
love, Jackie.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, we're talking about the voting rights, correct? The voting
Yes.
things. Well, I got the 5 of Cups. So the 5 of Cups right off the bat was like, oh, right? Because that focus on the negative, the grief, the holding on to the past kind of a thing. And I just kind of think, oh, is the Grim Reaper coming for our Constitution? This, that, and the other. And maybe. Let's see. Let's keep on going. Then what I got is the devotion and the revealing of the mother and nature. Devotion. So we have devotion in our country. There's one thing I know about Americans is we really don't put up a crap. You know what I
Yes.
mean? We don't stand down. We don't put up with crap. We may have a whole community of idiots, and we all know who we're talking about. But
Yeah.
we also have a majority of people who will fight for the right. So we have that devotion and we have that fight. Then what I have is the universe. So exactly. It literally says the inauguration of experience and completion
Oh,
on
yes.
this card. The inauguration of completion. So what we're going to have is a whole bunch of crap.
Yes.
And then the completion of the election, and we will continue on to circle. That's what the whole world and the circle of that means. See how she's standing in the middle of that?
Yes.
Okay. So we have that. And what we have next is the 4 of Swords, that celebration, that completes, and that sense of belonging. It'll be back. So we do have something. We do have a lot of dumb stuff to go through. They love to throw out the threat, the fear, the everything to confuse, to make us, lose it. Exhausted
Yes.
people very rarely get out and vote, right? And just for an example, in my own Colorado, I we got a ballot. We have an election, a school or high school, or not high school, but board election or something
Oh,
like that.
school board.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
I use my words because I'm right
I'm
here.
psychic.
There you go. Anywho, I normally when I get my ballot and I'm off, right? And I even waited a couple of days and I looked at that. I'm like, I too, who know I'm going to vote in every election, have felt that exhaustion where I am not getting out and putting it in the mail like I normally do on. I got it in there in
Yes.
time. It's not going to be there till the 4th, but I can see and I can feel how it could just exhaust everyone. Now be
Yes.
aware of that. Push through that, get your vote out, get in there and get what needs to be done because we are going to get some celebrations out of it.
Yes.
So one more card to see what we're going. 8 of Cups. Leaving something behind, seeking the meaning. So are we leaving Trump
Yes.
behind? We're leaving the crap behind. We're going to like get through this. The
We
monster,
will.
the
We
monster.
will get through this. If you think about it, if anyone else, and well, let me backtrack a sentence or two. The There have been problems in the world that have been overlooked or swept under the carpet for a good long time. Those things needed to come to the light of day. It's a matter of who's going to present that. If anyone else had done some of the things that Trump has done, they would have been quashed fairly quickly. And that means that those people um, who were bringing up things that were not for everyone's benefit, they just go deeper underground. So while while as a human being, I have nothing good to say about Trump, as a spiritual being, I think that he was the man for the job. Not only the US, but the world needed to see what happens when unchecked power goes unchecked. So now that we know what's broken, what needs to be replaced, what has to happen, yes,
I,
it, I on a
I agree.
soul
I
level, I
agree.
will give him credit for that.
Well,
That
it's not credit because credit always sounds like such an empowering word,
yes,
right?
yes,
Well, I,
yes,
I am giving him the acknowledgement.
yes.
I
You're welcome.
acknowledge that you have exposed our Swiss cheese holes in our country.
Yes. Not only in the US, but in other countries as well.
That is true. They watch us with, oh, we need to change that real quick. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. And, it's looking around and confirming who your friends are, who, whose values do you align with, whose values you used to align with, but you don't anymore. And it's the building of new relationships. I like the idea of the inauguration of something new. And don't forget, we are in a 9 year. 2025 is a 9 year.
Yeah.
This is where the cycle ends. Next year, we're in a 1 year. We're ready for the new beginnings, for the new things and whatnot to come in. So yeah, it kind of sucks right now, but yeah, there's still just a few more people need to wake up, need to recognize that what is important in the grand scheme of things is love, unity, compassion, not material possessions, not, you know, power over someone. That, there shouldn't be anyone who is, I'm better than you. I'm not better than you. We're on the same level. We all basically want the same thing, whether you're an American, whether you're in Palestine, whether you're in Russia, you're in, I don't know, Brazil. People just want to be loved. They want to be cared for. They want to know that their families are going to be happy. That's it,
Yeah,
right?
I had a spiritual advisor that told me, she goes, everybody needs oxygen, Sheila.
Yes.
And then she goes, but then I'm going to put you in charge of who's going to get it or who doesn't, who deserves it and who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
I remember putting my hands up like, no, I will
Yeah.
not be in that position.
Yeah.
And so it really teaches that, that my spiritual advisors teach me about how when you're playing God, you're literally, or, a theory of God.
Yes.
Don't get me started there. But
Yeah.
when you're playing the chooser, who are you going to
Yes.
choose, right? And that's what they're doing. They're playing the chooser
Yes.
of who deserves it and who doesn't.
Yeah.
So when you in theory, I'm just going to use the word God again because that's our universal higher power word, okay? When you
Yes.
start playing God, they don't have a God. And I wonder if everybody would just acknowledge that when you start picking and choosing, you no longer serve a God of your
Exactly.
understanding. You are acting as God.
Yes.
And that is a job I do not ever want.
No. No. Yeah, absolutely. That
I don't even think God
I'm not
doesn't even pick and choose.
responsible enough for something like that.
Yeah,
That
God
is,
doesn't. I was gonna say God doesn't even pick and choose. That's ridiculous thinking.
yes.
Absolutely ridiculous thinking. It's not like God goes out there and says, not you today, yes you, not you.
Yes.
It's not how it works, right?
Exactly.
It
Exactly.
our
There is
bodies.
more than enough for everyone. There is more than enough for everyone to be abundant, to be happy, to be joyful, whatnot. We have been, I think, through a number of centuries convinced that there is a hierarchy, and that when we are born into that one level of the hierarchy, that's it. You can't go any further. That's all that you're allowed. No, the universe doesn't work that way. The universe is providing whatever it is that you need. The universe is giving it to you. And at every opportunity, it wants to prove to you that you are the world's best manifester.
Mm-hmm. Well,
What you think about
all of
what?
that came from some wackadoodle who thought I'm going to be above everyone, and then I need somebody to mate with, and I
Yes.
higher level of a human being to mate with so that we could have perfect mated children,
Yes. Yeah.
to rule this country.
Yeah.
And there you go. That's where
Yep.
staff, because it doesn't matter. It was all about the quality of your blood, not really the quality of your mind.
Yes.
It was just bizarre. Some wackadoodle out there all of a sudden thought. I'm pretty sure it was probably Trump back then.
Yeah. Could be in a previous life.
In a
Maybe.
previous life, it was Trump.
Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. I've been over the last little while. I've been drawn to programs that talk about Lemuria, that talk about Atlantis, that talk about the history of things, that talk about biblical stories and uncomfortable truths.
Yeah.
That the the Bible was written by humans. It was written by people who had a stake in what they were saying.
Yep.
So a lot of things that were preached by Jesus were left out. Women were taken from a position of authority where a lot of the cultures had women as rulers. That was taken away, and you kind of made the woman is responsible for all the bad things in the world.
Well, not
Whatever
necessarily.
happened. Yeah.
Well, yeah, not necessarily. You see, the uterus became a commodity.
Yes.
Therefore, then they had to create a subservient a woman because the uterus became a commodity for a man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it's.
Yeah. Absolutely. That. Yeah. Totally. Totally, totally. And oh, Sharon Sipe just put up the link to my otter spirit um, relationship, whatnot. Anyway, these are the bracelets, you guys. I'm wearing two sets right now. They're absolutely fabulous. Otter Spirit, if you're not familiar with them, um, they are out of California. They look after, and they have actually brought back a lot of the otters in Monterey Bay. So they make these beautiful, beautiful bracelets, and they are not only are they good quality, but they the different gemstones are designed for different things. So um, you want creativity in your life. Well, then, yeah, moonstone, aventurine, and can't remember what this one is. So, anyway, before I turn this into a commercial, just just go over to Otter Spirit, check it out, and if you use my promo codes, you get a discount. There you go. That's it.
There
Okay.
you go.
I'm done.
There you go. Yeah, let's have another question. What else do we got? You know,
Absolutely.
I want to read on the energy and the fallout of how many people he literally pissed off on both sides by demolishing the history of the White House.
Oh, please. Yeah.
I was heartbroken. I did not know how much that really, really affected me. I mean,
Yes.
I sat and kind of cried. I was like, I cannot believe that is gone.
Yes.
I'll never ever want to hear another maggot out there say, don't take down that flag and don't take down that statue because it's our history. Never
Hey,
again
yeah,
will I will show them that picture, right?
totally. Totally. And there's, you know what, Sheila, that opens up so many other questions. What happened to all the things that were in the East Wing?
I don't want to ask that question.
Hmm.
Can't handle it. I can't handle it if they all the
Yeah.
stuff, all the portraits. I just I have to believe that they removed all the furniture and all of that. I don't know where they would have put it because Trump wouldn't have wanted to store it anywhere. I'm sure of it. Or half of it went home with everybody, right? Because they're thieves. But all the portraits, all the, I just can't. I can't.
I know. I know.
I can't. I get so upset about it. I had
Yes.
no idea I had such an emotional reaction to that.
It it's
It really
history.
got.
It's history. It's part of um, America's history. It's part of America's culture. And it is something that needed to be looked after and maintained. I know how I felt when, yeah, they dug up the rose garden. I
Yeah.
I
But
thought, okay, you can't do more than that.
yeah,
And what did they? Yeah, turned it into a parking lot, right?
I'm
They,
telling you.
yeah, cemented it over, and yeah, now this. So
I will vote for any Democrat that says I am going to demolish that ballroom. I will vote for any of them that say that. I'm like, yes.
yeah,
I
totally.
want to throw the first rock through the window.
Yeah.
That thing, that thing. I mean, I hope that the Democrats just push as hard as possible to demo that out, make it something else, because that's not going to stay. That's never going to stay.
No.
All right. Ooh.
Go ahead.
Oh. Well, that's
Interesting.
really interesting.
Yeah.
This I have my criminal true crime. Now, a lot of that is already, picking up that he is close to death.
Yes.
We all know that he's terminal. I'm going to say this with my full chest and my full intuition and everything that I have. That man is terminal. And
Yes.
everybody around him knows he's terminal. Okay.
Yes.
Only terminal people think about going to heaven or hell. But anyways, there's a regret among the people, and this is for both sides, Democrats and Republicans. This was a man-made disaster. He did it to
Yes.
himself. They now consider him like trash, like the monster that he is. I know we do. Like he was a monster to do that. So he's not having the fun time of it. He's really, and they're feeling the loss of it. They're absolutely feeling the loss of that. And I have like I said, I have this, the fake death, and I have the natural disaster and cards and stuff like that, and the lies and stuff. And the lies is because they're gonna use, when he does go, they're gonna use his death as a something. They're gonna
Yes.
literally use it. So just be aware that's probably, it's almost like they're planning the death to be the biggest, you know, uh, rally cry to all of his base to see if they can shift him over there. And I'm going to shut up with this. They are cult people, right? They are cult members. Cult members do not shift their loyalty. When
No, they don't.
when their leader dies, they cannot fathom shifting their loyalty to a one other person because they're cult members.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they will feel guilty about it. They won't do it. They just can't. They can't do it.
Exactly. Yeah.
So anyways, yeah.
Totally. Yeah. And just want to say hello to Gay from Edmonton. Hello from Calgary. So nice to see you here. And yeah, thank you, you guys, for being here. We're 694. Perfect. Okay. This concept of housing and infrastructure, the things that he has destroyed and is destroying, that is his fall from grace. That is what is going to, there are some people who, they'll talk about, well, everybody has made, renovations and changes and whatnot to the White House. Yes, absolutely. They have, but nothing to the extent of what he has done. Like Obama put in a basketball court. He didn't destroy something in order to put up the basketball court.
You know how much they estimated that cost? Between $200 and $500 to do that.
Ooh, oh,
that's all he did. He painted some lines and put up a removable basket hoop.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So no, this is definitely his fall from grace. I also get not only his fall from grace, but market volatility, that people are seeing the destruction of quote unquote institutions. They're not happy with it. They really are not happy with it. I think that this is going to, it's going to open some of those negotiations, and they are going to need to come up with something. But I do agree with you. I think when he goes, and he will, if he makes it to the end of the year, I'll be surprised, because it's just, the clock is ticking, right? Yeah. I can see them coming out and telling us that, he passed away at his desk, at the Resolute desk. He was working on another trade deal. The man who deserves the Nobel Peace Prize for all the wars that he has settled died at the Resolute desk working. That's not going to work. Nobody's buying that. He has already shown everyone who he is.
Well, the Democrats are not going to follow for it, but our cheers are going to literally out cry any of their narrative they're going to try to spin with that.
Oh, yeah.
The celebration is going to be over and above and just drown out everything they want to say about it.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And you're right that his base is not, they're not going to follow J.D. Vance. No. They don't like J.D. Vance.
No, they're not.
J.D. Vance isn't Trump.
Yep.
So, who do they like? They don't like anyone else. They don't like themselves. They only like, go ahead.
Yeah, they tried to shift that loyalty over to DeSantis and over to somebody else. They just could not shift the
Yes.
loyalty over to somebody else, and they're not going to do it after he dies either. They're going to worship him until they die. It's their
Yeah.
death that only releases their loyalty,
Yes.
not
Yeah.
his.
Yeah. And yep, it's I know that things look and feel bad. I know that. And I know that some people are going to go through some difficult things. I know that. I appreciate that. But the other side of this is going to be so much better. That anytime that I think about the future, I see it with joy. I see it as something wonderful. It's the anticipation of living in a world where everyone is valued. That's gonna, we're gonna have to work a little bit to get there, but absolutely, we will get there. We will get there. Yeah.
Right now, we just have to deal with it. Racism
Yes.
and all the stuff that came in with that was just as ugly. And
Yes.
I had another friend and I were talking, said that racism is leaving in an ugly, ugly state of mind too.
Oh,
And it
yes.
is leaving. And the reason why I have to tell you and how confident I am that it's leaving is because the No Kings protests.
Yes.
Did you see very many Black and brown people out there? No, they were all, I mean, I bet you I would represent at least 95% of those people were white people out there. Okay, that would
Yes.
never have happened prior to that, prior
Exactly.
to this. So the racism is literally on its way out. It's just as ugly as it came in as it's going out. And just remember that it's like all of those white people, and remember, they weren't out there, but they are with us. They
Exactly.
vote with us, but they know to stay home. They know that
Yeah.
they're in danger if they go
Yes.
out and protest on the streets right now. And
Yes.
I'm very happy that they stayed home, because it
Yes.
is a white people's problem right now to get rid of this racism. It is a white people created this BS, and we need to get out there and get rid of it. So I
Yes.
know I sound like a preacher and all of this, but I really just want to kind of really give you guys a broader idea and thinking of what is going on. The demographics was unbelievable. I've
Exactly.
never been so proud of white people in my
I
life.
know.
I live
I
in
know.
Colorado Springs, which sounds like a blue state, but it is a red district. We have
Yes.
Jeff Crank, the little jerk that he is, here
Yeah.
as my representative, and we had over 15,000 people
Yes.
in our protests that walked the streets that day. And like I said, I would say 98% of them were white people out there on the streets fighting for our liberties. Okay?
Exactly.
So think bigger.
Yes.
Think bigger.
Yeah. And a lot of people were protesting, not only against Trump, but for their fellow citizens.
Yeah.
I've been watching some of the videos that I've seen where, ICE shows up and all of a sudden they're going to, pick up people. And anyone who is in the vicinity, you see them jumping in. They've got their cameras out. You can't do that. And they're making it very difficult for ICE to do their job. I think that is fabulous.
Yep. And the white people need to get out on the streets and face the ICE people. Right?
Mm.
I mean, if I have white privilege, that's where I need to use it.
Yes. Yes.
They have a mindset of racism. So a white woman, a gray-haired white woman, elderly white woman, they're not going to do much to me, but
Yes.
I will give them hell. You
Yeah,
know what I
that's
mean?
right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So, like if I have this white privileged thing, and I do, I'm not disagreeing with that. It needs to be appropriated and it needs to be used in the right position and in the right place. And this is, I'm talking to all the white people who are listening right now, that we
Yes.
need to find a better way to have used it. Use it for good so that we can get
Yes.
through this.
Yeah, that's how we raise everybody, is
Yeah.
when we stand up for everybody. When we don't just stand up for people who represent us and look like us.
Yeah.
That's We're all in this together.
Preaching.
This is this is interesting. Kiwi Nana says, fun question.
Mhm.
When he finally passes, will he be cremated in a hurry, or will they perform an autopsy and will we see the report of it?
Hang on, let me see if it's automatic that an autopsy. Let me ask that question. Is an autopsy automatic for a sitting president if he dies, no matter how he dies, or she? I had to put she in there. Let's find out. No, an autopsy is not automatically required for a sitting president. Here's how it actually works. If the cause of death is clearly natural, for example, heart attack or stroke, confirmed by the president's physician, an autopsy may not be performed unless the family requests it. If the death is sudden, suspicious, or unclear, the federal government would almost certainly order an autopsy, typically performed by the Armed Forces Medical Examiner System, to ensure that there is no foul play of the national. We don't trust nothing they do.
No.
If they're with Trump, the president's family still has a say, like any other kin. But in the case that could affect national stability, the Justice Department and Secret Service would likely insist on a full forensic examination. So we may. It doesn't say that they have to. It's not mandatory, but they may just ask for it.
Yeah. You know what? I think that when he does transition, and he will, none of us want or concentrate on anything bad happening to him. I know that, but a lot of us we are joyfully anticipating reading his obituary. Let's put it that way.
We're not the ones out there taking his life. He's doing that all by himself, but
Yes.
we're going to benefit from his actions.
Exactly. So I think that once he transitions, they are going to have him cremated, whatever, buried so fast that it would make your head spin. Because if they do an autopsy and it comes out that he, let's say he died of the little thing that we had a number of years ago. Well, they've told us that was never a thing when we were dealing with a pandemic.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're trying to say.
Yeah. So no, it wasn't that. If his doctors apparently have said all along that he is the healthiest president in the history of presidents. Well, they can't come out and say that he had something. So yeah, I think, look at that puppy.
Well, they have to come up with a reason why he died. That's for sure. Who knows? I don't really
overwork. He died at the resident desk while he was
working hard.
Yes.
Working hard for the country, and it just took him out.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. Yeah, and that's
they're going to use it. No doubt in my mind. Use it.
Yeah, of course they will. This is it's a selfish agenda. They're going to play it for whatever they can because they're going to make up a story, and it's going to be hard to figure out exactly what the story is. There are going to be some people who are going to have some good intentions. They're going to try to let things out or at least pass along information that would be beneficial. But no, seeds of prosperity. No, I think that they're probably going to scatter his ashes somewhere and hope that something good comes out of it. But no, no. And someone said, wouldn't he be laying in state? Um, they're not going to have time to do any of that because who will attend?
I just got a picture of. That would be funny for them to do it. Of course, they're going to lay him in state. That's how they do it. I just got a big, huge picture of Game of Thrones where they shoot the boat off, and they have archery and the flames.
Yes.
But they keep on missing.
Yes.
The ones that are screaming, he keeps on missing and keeps on missing until a deer walks up and says, "Pow!"
That's right. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Let me show you how it's done. Absolutely. That. Yeah.
But yeah, they're gonna lay him in state. Even if whatever he gets cremated or not, they're gonna lay a casket in state. I mean that's. Hang on, let me see.
Yeah.
Is it laying a current sitting president in state if he dies? Is that mandatory, or is that also up to the family or the government? I'm asking Chat GPT if you're asking.
There you go.
Laying in state, meaning when the public can view the casket. Ooh, it is not mandatory. It is a ceremonial honor, and it happens only if the family agrees and Congress formally authorizes it. So that's interesting.
It is.
That is I mean, they would have to literally put guards around that because you know how many people are going to walk up there and just piss on it?
Yes.
They're going to need a janitor there the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And okay, just who do you think when he goes? And of course, I will say entertainment purposes only.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. Who do you think is going to give his eulogy when he goes?
Oh, well, that's definitely going to be his children. I think Don Jr. is probably. I just literally saw Don Jr. up there with with his head like this, and like this, and like this.
Yep.
I'm looking to see if there's any like. I think JD Vance may say, but I don't see JD Vance up there either, though.
Yes. No. He is kind of he's like a placeholder. Right? Yeah, he's
weird.
just.
I would have thought he would have jumped up first, but he didn't.
No.
Oh, but none of them do.
Yep. Yep. Huh. Absolutely. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting, and.
Well, these people are connected by crime, but not connected by loyalty, as yes. We would think a loyal person would be, because yes. of love and caring. They're connected by crime. So once the crime connection is over with, they don't care.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. And Martha, yes, there will be celebration in the street. Yeah.
Dancing, celebration. There will be more blow up Halloween costumes than they probably have ever seen in our lives.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Street party from one end of this country to the other.
Yes, totally. And Cindy Poole says, what hat will Melania wear? She won't have to kiss him. Maybe a hat with a small brim. Yeah.
Even if she probably won't even show up. She'd be like, oh, finally.
I know. It's.
But if he dies while a sitting president, I'm pretty sure she gets a hump. What is the life insurance? Let's see. How much money would Melania get if Trump dies in office? Let's see what she would get. If Donald Trump were to die while serving as president, Melania Trump would receive benefits based on federal law, not a massive inheritance from the government. Gotta get clear at that. Presidential widows, lifetime pension of $20,000 a year, which is not much.
No.
Let's see. It's a small amount. The law hasn't been updated in decades. Well, good. Maybe she can get the littlest amount
Yes.
if she deserves it. Maybe Congress will take it away from her. The estimated net worth around 5 billion, so her private inheritance could be massive, but those details would be private. So anything that she gets from the government really isn't much. She would get a little bitty itty bitty check. 20,000 a year is maybe 1,000 a month, right? Not even that.
Oh gosh. Yeah. Not.
And she probably
Yeah.
had to pay taxes on that.
Yes. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, so
She,
it'd be whatever she would get would be through Trump's estates and whatever. So
yeah.
if
If.
he actually has her as a beneficiary, because he could not even put her on there. So there's that.
Yes. Exactly.
So
Exactly.
so the
And
doing get much.
yeah, by the time that his estate is settled, oh yeah, no, she'll be lucky if she is not if she doesn't end up owing a lot of people a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, and Raymond DePasquale says, will the Epstein ballroom be completed?
No, I think it's going to
No.
take more than 3 or 4 years to get that thing done.
Yes.
So the Congress can literally stop it once the Democrats gain. Like, stop. We're not paying you. That's it. No more.
Yes.
I don't care where the donation, because that's what they're trying to do with the donations. Well, it's donated. No, you don't get to do that. Our house.
Yeah.
I would love to be that landlord. Get out of my house.
Exactly. Exactly. That's one of the things that I cannot understand is he is a renter.
Stacy, Stacy says, while celebrating our president's upcoming death, horrible. Well, let's go over his list of what he has done to them.
Yeah.
And then we'll start comparing who's horrible and what's going on and where we're at like that. They have ripped out any compassion we could have had for him a long time ago.
Yes.
So horribleness, we're not causing his death. We're not wishing it upon him. These are all done by his own actions. But when it happens, we get to have a feeling and a reaction to it.
Absolutely.
And it does not make us horrible, or it's not a horrible act. So I just wanted to kind of put that out there.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. You know what? You may not agree with us, and that is okay. That is absolutely your right not to agree with anything that we say. You have a right to your opinion.
Yeah, we're not
but
here.
So do we. Yeah. That's a thing when it comes to opinions. We have a right to ours, just like you have a right to yours. So there you go.
And it's not even, it's like, compare what he has done to this country.
Yeah. Who else?
Am I supposed to mourn a demon?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be just sympathetic to somebody who has been horrible? Am I supposed to? No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
No.
And I'm unapologetic. Will be extremely happy when he goes.
Yes, absolutely.
So anyway, there it is. I'm preaching a lot on poor Marina.
Yeah.
You got me on a preaching night.
That's right. Testify, sister, girlfriend. We're here. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And yeah, he is, like I said, he is not a very nice human being. And I hope that the thought of the fear of his own mortality, knowing, if he has ever thought about it, that all the people that he has hurt and maligned, he's going to have to relive on the other side every nasty thing that he has ever done.
Yeah.
So, hey,
There's not a Republican out there that can make me feel bad about being happy about him being gone. There's not
totally.
one of them out
No,
there.
no.
So, anyways, Jesus. So is there any more? We should have some more questions. Let's see.
Let me see, was there some
Let's see
well
if the
there's
Epstein will be released. Will that actually ever come to fruition where the Epstein files and all of that will be released and his connection to it? Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. I think I'll go back to my old OGs here.
well done, Darla. Yeah, that's the first thing I want to see. Jesus, she wakes up every morning wanting to know, checking to see if he died. Yeah.
Yeah, I walk around with a shirt that says, "Is he dead yet?" And everybody knows
Yes.
exactly who I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah.
we're over it.
Yeah. Okay. Will Epstein, will the files ever come out? Huh. Wow. Hmm.
I hope
We
my
may not.
Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
No,
I
no,
didn't.
no. I was going to say we may not see all of it. I think that there will certainly be a good portion of it that will be released. I think that there is going to be a deal made in terms of what and how much is released, because right now the people that have it right now, they are again dealing with a selfish agenda, and I did shuffle those cards. They are There's going to be a lot of people that are going to fall from grace, and it's amazing how many of the same cards, no matter how much I shuffle, keep coming out. And providing, yeah, the deal will be made when people start providing that intervention, when you can't continue to lie about it. I mean, good God. The I think I'd like to hear from the survivors. Let's hear from them. Let's let them tell their story. Not what, the FBI is saying, or this one or that one. Let the women who were there, let them talk. I'd like to hear what they have to say. Yeah.
Yeah, well, my cards kind of say that that's where it's going to come from. Because of my first up was Ace of Cups, right? There's
Emotion.
lots and lots and lots of. I mean, this is an incarnate card. This is like top
Yes.
emotion. The beginning is the new birth. And then it said the burden is the emotions, and the Ace of Cups also talks about marriage, the union of two emotions, and there's a burden at that. So there's a big, huge burden of a whole bunch of marriages that will just be impacted on this.
Yes.
There's a big burden there, and it doesn't. You don't need a psychic to tell you that that's what's going to happen with these men, right? Or whatever. And then I got the Knight of Cups, where the declaration there that we want the reveal, right? And there's a celebration against the proposal. There's a celebration, so it's like we hear that the survivors are putting together this, so we're excited about a proposal that's going to come around about that.
Yes.
And then I got Temperance, and then the Page of Pentacles. Now, pages for me, I don't care what anybody else and how they read their own cards, but the pages are always the young ones.
Yeah.
Pages are always like that freshman that just started college, that
Yes.
senior that just got out of high school, kind of a thing. So that tells me the temperance is the tempered, and they're going to get the young ones, the victims is what it's pointing to. And then they're going to give their statement, charity. They're going to give it to the country, and it's going to have strength behind it.
Yes.
So it does sound like it is going to come from the victims and not from the predators, which, come on now. There's one thing I've learned in this country is a rich man will never admit their crimes if they can still get away with it.
Exactly.
So it's going to have to come from them.
Yep. Yep. And don't forget, I think it was earlier this week that Virginia Gilfrey's book came out. Um, and she's got some good information in there. That might be the impetus that a lot of people need, or where people are going to say, okay, you know what, why aren't we hearing from the survivors? Why don't we let them talk and find out what it is that they have to say? If they're lying, it's not going to be hard to be able to pick apart their stories. But if they're coming in with the same story, with the same receipts, the same things, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's a duck. So there you go.
I agreed.
Yeah.
Is there any more questions we have?
Uh no, I didn't. There was a comment by Raymond that I thought was really interesting. And it's yeah, they made healthcare a commodity, education a debt trap,
Yep.
housing a speculation market, then told you that poverty is a personal failing. They privatized survival and called it freedom.
Yep. Yep. And they're now
That,
trying to make a uterus a commodity again
yes. Yeah,
because our birth rates are down.
of course. Of
Why would
course.
they be up?
Yeah. So, you know what? I think that comment is a really, really good way
Oh,
to
somebody wanted to
end
talk
this.
about the divorce of
Oh,
JD Vance
oh, can you read? Oh,
for fun.
yes,
Well, she
absolutely.
looks like hammered crap. That
Oh,
woman from 6 months, right? 8 months now. I don't know
yes.
how she has changed. Like she's not even taking care of herself anymore.
No, no. She reminds me of a battered woman who has given up, who doesn't believe that she should either walk the earth or breathe the air.
That is
Like she's, yeah.
She also reminds me that she does not believe in their movement.
Oh, no, 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 no. Okay,
Did
so I'm going to go to the personal
Grindr
predictions.
did Usha find his grinder account?
Uh-huh.
Woo! There's nothing wrong with being gay.
No, no,
Oh,
nothing at all. Just don't be a hypocrite about it. Okay. Isha and JD, are they done? Are they done? First card out. New beginnings.
I literally got surrender for my curse card up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do think that they are headed for a good divorce attorney.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Yeah. She wants out.
Yeah, I think she does. I also got the 4 of Cups. Like I'm not taking it. And whatever is being offered. I'm like done.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well,
No.
girl, we told you, girl. Girl, we told you.
Uh-huh. No. She is yeah, right now he is pushing for delays, like be patient, things are going to change, and don't yes, I know the relationship is over, but just not right now. And no, she's tired of her boundaries, and she is, or her boundaries being challenged.
Mm.
And yeah, either if he is, let's say, sworn in as president, she will not be going to the White House with him. Yeah, that will be it.
There's something else going on. Hang on. Is she sick? She might be sick.
Oh,
I feel like she has a burden and she's defending off something in her body. She's defending off something in her body. Is she sick?
she might be.
And she's not getting the support. Like she's sick. Her husband did this, and then he's out there doing this. She's not getting the support from her husband. That's why JD Vance probably has been, in the backgrounds. But if he becomes president, like everybody knows the dude's terminal, there's something wrong. The her whole
Oh,
body, her whole thing is I got the tower. It has I think she's sick. I feel it. Like she's sick.
I think that you might be right. I get, when I hone in on her, I get emotional overwhelm. That, yeah, it's something that is very, very difficult for her to deal with. Um, she's affected by the external, and then yeah, reach out, help needed. I Someone mentioned about her looking like a hostage. Um,
And I think I really think
wow,
she's not getting what she needs. Of
yeah,
course. I mean, I'm just saying there's really something there.
wow. Well,
She has a lot of doctors around her. And she may not. Oh, see, I'm not saying none of this. These are just words that are just like literally
yes,
walking right through me. And I almost just said she's not going to live long enough to see her children grow up. I literally almost said that and it's like
yeah,
flowing. I
yeah.
had to stop because I know who I'm talking about. But that was the words that just came through. She will not live long enough to see her children grow up.
Wow, and that would be unfortunate. I don't know that much about her,
I
and she's a spouse of someone who's in politics.
Yeah, but
I
look
I
who
don't.
they would have left is JD Vance. That's who they would have left to deal with.
Wow.
Ugh.
Okay. Karina Spiritual Coach says maybe liver failure because that has to do with regrets. Wow.
Maybe, but I mean, she's not taking care of herself. She looked literally like hammered crap,
Yes.
and um, her hair is not grayed from like 8 months from since then. Of
Yes.
course,
Very much.
she may have colored it back then, but still, she had some glow to her. This she doesn't have any glow,
No.
like ashy gray, and it could have been the picture, but still.
I saw today, as a matter of fact, a snippet of an interview that she did with what's her name, McCain, and she was asked about how when they first met. She talked about how they first met and how they started dating, the same way that I would talk about, well, I used to use Tide detergent and then I found another one. I actually got it on sale and it was, I decided to give it a try. It was much better.
Yeah, she had no emotional attachment to
No.
it. So she's up there. She has to tell the story. She's trying to get it done and over with. And
Yeah. Yeah.
was that believable? I remember listening to or seeing something about how Megan, um, what
Megan, yes.
whatever her last name is, and
Yes.
everybody like, you don't remember her last name? Not right now, okay?
Yeah.
Uh, she was like, it was like this trying to get something out of her. Like she was having the hardest time
Yeah.
doing the interview with her. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Absolutely. There was no either there was no chemistry there, but yeah, it it was painful to watch.
yeah.
It was painful to watch. And I
Thank you, thank you.
watching her, I remember seeing Michelle Obama
Hmm.
talk about Barack
Yeah,
and how, she lit up, she
yeah,
smiled. Um, you could tell that there was genuine affection there, that there, Yeah, just a different feeling.
Huge difference. Huge
Yeah.
difference when you know when a couple is getting along and they love each other. There's a huge difference
Yes.
in actions and how they deliver it. They can't hide it,
No.
especially
No.
from a psychic. So we're like,
Yeah. Yeah.
knock that
Yeah.
off.
Yeah. We pick up on those cues, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, all right. So we are um, almost at an hour and 10 minutes. And I was telling Sheila before we went live that my son is taking me out for supper tonight. So, I got to go have a meal.
Oh,
I just have to decide what kind of a meal it's going to be.
well, it's nice
But
when our children pay for the dinner.
yes, it is. That's right. Yes, it is. And I,
And we allow them to do it as many times as they offer.
yes, absolutely. And the fact that he is driving means that Mama can have herself a
There
Caesar.
you go. You can have you a cocktail at dinner.
That's Oh my gosh. Sheila, we have to do this again because I didn't realize how much I missed it. But it's just such yeah, so, yeah, absolutely wonderful reading with you. Absolutely fabulous to have, yeah, all your peeps come in and say hello and some great conversations going on. I love it, love it, love it.
Preachy Sheila was here today. Preachy Sheila.
That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. She's allowed to come up and play every once in a while. So thank you everyone for being here. And I hope that you will like, share, and subscribe to both our channels. And yeah, Sheila and I will have a conversation about yeah, when we're going to set this up again.
Yeah, we'll do this often.
All right. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.